Well, here he is.
Hello.
James,
Yes, Connor?
we're best friends, yes?
Absolutely, of course.
We are both scientists, and we are best friends.
Yes, why are you recounting our... Yeah, of course, I know this.
I just want to establish that before I tell you something that I think might make you a little angry with me.
What'd you do, Connor?
Okay, I have done something, well, in a way, we have done something that
We have done something.
Let me ask you a question. What is one of the things that you and I frequently will say should never be done by scientists in the real world?
We should never dabble in the dark arts.
Yes, magic is off limits. It's too dangerous. It's too much we don't understand about magic, if magic even exists, which scientifically we can't even prove.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's something else? What's something that we should not do as scientists? Time travel. We always say time travel is a no-go, right? Too many variables.
Yes, there's no way to make sure that everything is in line.
Okay, but what's a big one? What's a big one that you and I say should never be done?
We shouldn't bring dinosaurs back to life.
We shouldn't bring dinosaurs back to life. Yes. And as scientists, let's ask the question, why? Why shouldn't we bring dinosaurs back to life?
It's dangerous.
It's dangerous. Yeah, great reason. Dinosaurs would probably kill a lot of people.
Absolutely. They would probably kill most people. If dinosaurs were back, most people are gone.
Yeah. I think that's a reasonable assumption to make. It would certainly be bad. It would be a bad thing. That's what we agree on. We've always agreed on that.
It would be absolutely horrendous, yes.
You know, I started thinking about it, and it occurred to me that there is one big reason why it's a bad idea to bring dinosaurs back. And if you solve for that reason, maybe it's okay.
One big reason? One big reason?
Not
the death
yes.
of just countless human lives?
It relates to that. It relates. There's one big reason. I put a clue in the way that I'm phrasing it. There's one big reason why it's a bad idea to bring dinosaurs back. And it's because dinosaurs, by and large, were too big.
Too big.
So what if they weren't so big?
I don't want to hear this. What if they weren't so big?
What if they weren't so big?
What if they weren't so big?
Maybe then it would be okay. Yeah, maybe if they weren't so big, it would be okay.
Why would we be asking, what if they weren't so big, Connor? Why are we asking that?
Listen.
Why is that the question,
The reason
Connor?
I'm asking is because I've done something. And when I say I've done something, what I really mean is we've done something.
You cannot. See, that's the second time you said we.
Some of your
I haven't done any.
Your research.
You are telling me.
No. I have used some of your research to accomplish what we have accomplished.
Oh, my. What have you done?
To say,
what have you done, Connor?
We have made tiny dinos.
They are scientists, two best friends who are scientists, and they have made a secret thing the world must never know about their tiny dinos. Oh, no.
Tiny Dinos is a podcast which is a secret. Please don't tell anyone about this podcast, except for your friends or people who you think might enjoy it.
You brought dinosaurs back to life?
But I brought them back very, very small.
You only made small dinosaurs. Like you're saying you only made, like Compsognathus, the dinosaurs that are the size of chickens and the little compies.
No. I've brought back the big dinosaurs, but I've made them tiny, and they live in a little self-contained world that I call the Dinosphere. I used your name for it. That was your name, the Dinosphere. Remember when we said hypothetically, if you brought them back, they'd have to live in a dinosphere.
We were just, that was just messing around. That was just, a couple scientists messing around, talking about
we were messing around,
Dinosphere.
and yet it stuck with me. I thought there's something true about this.
How could you have done this? The very idea.
And I'm sorry, I had to do it behind your back because I knew that you would say, no, we shouldn't. And the thing is,
of course,
you are the kind of scientist who asks, should we do this? Should we do that? And I'm the kind of scientist who prefers to ask the question, what have I done?
Are you hearing the words you're saying?
Yes.
Are you
I am. Yes, that's a condescending question, James. Please don't ask that. Yes, I'm hearing the words that I'm saying.
We need to calculate before, not after. You can't do a calculation after. You can't say, whoops. You can't be the type of scientist that says, whoops. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think when you see the tiny dinos, I think you will say thank you. And if you'll peer just
that's the Dinosphere right there in front of me.
Just go ahead. The glass is very thick.
Peer. Don't you dare have me peer into the Dinosphere.
I'm asking you to look. Peer. We are peers, and I'm asking you to peer. Peer into the Dinosphere, James. That thing's full of dinosaurs.
It is a vast world of prehistoric beauty.
And it's how big are the dinos?
The dinos aren't big at all. They're tiny. They're
tiny.
These are tiny
dinos. And now we've done it. We've made tiny dinos, and look, there they are, and they're beautiful. They are beautiful. beautiful.
Absolutely.
You're feeling proud, aren't you? What you done?
I didn't do
You
this.
done good. We did a good thing here.
You did this.
No, we both did it.
Not even close.
But now that it's out in the open, it's our secret to keep.
Wow.
And I don't want to adjudicate the past. What's done is done. How many great scientists haven't uttered that phrase at one point in their life? What's done is done.
Hopefully most of them haven't. Those words, sure, but in that exact order and phrasing, I really hope not. Well, listen, this has to stay between us.
Yeah,
This
absolutely.
is gonna have to stay.
No one else can know except you and me and maybe occasionally someone else if we deem that there's an appropriate exception.
Nobody else.
Someone we can trust, obviously. I'm not just going to shout it out to the rooftop.
We can't trust anybody.
You sound paranoid, James.
So you
can't trust anybody? That's no way to live your life. You have to be able to trust people.
That's the way to live my life when I'm talking about bringing back prehistoric creatures from death.
Let me ask you a question,
Cloning.
James. Hypothetically, all right? 15, 16 years from now, your son's graduating from high school. He looks you in the eye and says, Dad, did you make tiny dinos? What are you going to tell him? You're going to look your son in the eye and lie to him?
That's right. I'm going to lie. I'm going to lie directly to his face. I'm going to say, no, I didn't make tiny dinos. And I'm also going to say, that's oddly specific. Have you been talking to Uncle Connor? And I'm gonna, and then I'm going to call you.
I'm not going to lie to your son, James. He asked me point blank. I'm not going to lie to my best friend's son on his graduation day. Don't make me be that person, James.
You brought me to this, Connor. You made me do this.
Yeah, I don't deny it. You didn't choose this life. But now it's the life we live. We're two scientists who are best friends.
That's right.
And we made tiny dinos.
Okay.
And there is one other thing, but I don't want to tell you till the end of this episode.
End of the episode?
Just ignore that word.
You mean this moment that we had? This
yes,
moment that we had?
Yeah, the word episode can apply to a lot of different things. There's one other element to this that I haven't told you about.
Yes.
I'll tell you at the end of the
episode. Is this some kind of a program?
Take that.
This is the end of the episode.
No.
There's no. We had a moment. It's over. The moment's over. You better tell me.
We have a guest character and then we have an interview. That's the structure.
Character.
And I'll let you. Yes, and I'll let you know how this works. Let's just forget I said anything.
Are you Truman showing me right now?
I'm not Truman showing you.
I told you my biggest fear was to be Truman.
Who do I look like? Peter Weir? I'm not.
That's
Truman
exactly
showing you.
that right now. That's exactly what you look like.
Let's just forget I said anything.
I hate to say this, but you gotta get rid of them.
You know what, James? Maybe you're right.
Here.
I'll tell you what. If you want to get rid of them, I won't stand in your way.
You won't stand in my way.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Get rid of them.
I'm about to
get rid of them. If you think it's the right thing to do,
I'm gonna get rid of the
dinosphere.
I'm gonna get rid of the tiny dinos.
Okay, I'm gonna watch while you get rid of them.
I am about to do it right now. Just gonna walk up.
You crying?
Walk up to the tiny. No, I'm not crying.
What's that? How come the water coming out of your eyeballs?
There's no water. There's no water because I'm trying to see them and I'm squinting to try to see because they small.
Oh, you're saying you're squinted so hard that it hurt your eyes and those tears of pain, physical pain?
No, it's just.
Go ahead, get rid of them. I'll wait.
Look at the Brachiosaurus, just walking about. Little Triceratops. I'm sorry, but y'all all gotta die. Every last one of you.
James, the garbage can is across the room. You're going to have to take several steps if you really are serious.
I can't do it. I can't do it. They're just beautiful.
Let's just take a little break.
All right, I'll take a break.
And then we'll be right back in just a minute, okay? And we're back.
Why are you announcing? I'm right here, man. I'm right here.
We're back. We took a break, and now listen. I thought you would be pleased, and I think deep down you are. And whoop!
Someone's here.
I heard a ding dong.
Is somebody?
James, that's my doorbell. It's don't worry. It's our postal worker. I want to say mailman, but that feels archaic.
No, yeah, postal worker. That makes
But postal worker doesn't feel very personal. But mailman.
Yeah.
Mailman feels like such a gendered term.
We got to get the door.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put a blanket over the dinosphere. Now he won't know that there are dinosaurs here.
Yes. No, he won't know.
I will open the door.
Hi.
Zach. Hi.
Hi.
We got a package for me to sign for?
Yep. When you see my face, you know what time it is. Package time, right?
Time for the mail.
Yeah.
We're just gonna sign.
Yeah.
We're gonna sign for this, and then we're gonna move.
Yes.
We're gonna skedaddle.
I do need a signature.
All right. I'll put my John Hancock right on
And
this.
sorry, you are. Can you give me your name for so I can confirm?
Connor, you know me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just have to confirm. It's the the process.
Right. But,
Say he had to say his name out loud. You couldn't.
Look, the post office is a government-run bureaucracy. I don't know what to tell you. They don't really listen when I make suggestions. I agree with you.
Okay.
Well, I know your name is Zach.
Yeah,
Not everybody knows the name of their postal worker.
That's very nice of you. You guys having a little brunch party?
We're
over
not
here
doing.
or something?
We're not
What's going
doing.
on?
Not brunch. No, not brunch. We were
Yeah.
just talking about a project we're working on.
Nothing at all going on in here.
Yeah.
We just.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Just you both seem I don't know. You seem a little excited or something.
We've been, can I tell you this, Zach? We've been having a little bit of a disagreement. Just a professional.
Why would you?
Just a moment
Why would
of.
you introduce any of that information? We're not having a. We're not having a.
I didn't say what it was about.
We're good.
It's,
I just
it's
said.
okay. Hey, I'm not judging.
This looks like
I've had a professional disagreement or two with a neighborhood dog.
Oh boy, I bet, right?
Because you're the
Yeah.
mailman.
Yep.
Dogs don't like the
postal person.
when the
I hate to
deliveries get made.
I hate to deliver and run. I always see you guys. Seems like you're having so much fun. Can I be honest with you? I've lived in the neighborhood for about 10, 15 years, and when I first moved here, a bunch of my friends, who I knew from back in the day, lived in the area, but in the last few years they've moved away, and so I don't really have a lot of strong male friendships in my life, and the way you two interact, the way I see you every day, James, I see you playing with your kids, you guys seem great, and so I would love to spend a little more time around here if you'd have me, of course.
Zach, I apologize. I didn't even realize that you lived in the neighborhood as well as. That's so wonderful that your delivery route is also your home. That's
I deliver to me.
Where is your house?
I'm the big pink house next to the big black house.
That's your house. I had no idea, Zach.
You know what? Sometimes the mail truck is parked in that driveway, and I just thought that
right.
was just when
of
the
course,
deliveries would
yes.
happen. I never put it together.
I've never given it any thought.
Yeah.
How do you like that? Is that obviously that's convenient for you?
It is, but I'll be honest, it's a little bit alienating because, as you can see here, it makes me feel a little bit like an outsider in my own neighborhood.
Yes.
Well.
And listen, Zach, I'm very sympathetic to this and your your lack of male friendships, etc. And I would love we would love to
be friends.
To be friends.
Well,
just
my shift is wrapping up.
Right now is not a good time though.
What
just
are
at
y'all
this
doing
exact
today?
moment, not a good time.
Right
Today,
now, we're working on something. I'll
nothing.
tell you
We're
this.
not working on it.
You need any
James,
help?
We are
Connor?
working on
You
something.
don't
No, we don't need help. Can I tell you something, Zach? James and I are actually working on a top secret project that we can't tell you about.
Yes.
But I want you to think about this as a sign of trust, as a sign of new friendship. Just even telling you that there is a secret project is, in some ways, an act of trust.
That's a great. Yeah, that's great. That's great, Connor. That is an act of trust.
You could certainly see it that way. I would say to me, it feels like almost an act of bullying.
I'm
let
so
me
sorry if
know
it came
that there
across
is a
that way,
secret
no.
club that I
It's
can't
not a
be a
club,
part
exactly.
of.
Not
And
a
never
club.
once have
It's
you
not a
invited
club.
me in and said, "Hey, let's check out the fruits of your labor." One of the most satisfying things as a worker is to see people appreciate your work, and I haven't really gotten to do that with y'all.
See how we use the things that you deliver?
Or even what they are, or I just let me in a little,
Well, let me, you know what, Zach? Let me ask you a question. For a postal worker, is there any kind of confidentiality? Like, if we tell you a secret, is that something that you would be duty bound to not reveal to anyone else?
I would be honor bound.
Honor bound, I like that. And you're an honorable man, right, Zach?
Absolutely. And I'm discreet. Connor, I know you've gotten some packages marked.
Yes.
They're marked.
Yes.
Let's just say,
yes, I know what you're talking about.
I don't like the direction this is going in. I don't feel like we need to let anybody in on anything. The relationship between postal person and people being delivered packages is that of confidentiality, period. You never need to know what's inside.
That's true. And I was about to demonstrate my trust. I have never revealed to you, James, about the adult purchases that Connor has made frequently.
Wow.
That's right, because I am an adult.
They come from a website. They're labeled discreetly, but I am familiar with the branding. AdamandEve.com.
Hold on.
Provide
why are you now? You are
telling.
telling. You see what I'm saying? Now you are divulging. You're giving me
because
information.
that's what we're talking about, James. We're talking about secrets. So
Yeah.
he has to use an example.
I haven't shared that with you, so you can trust me.
I get what you're saying, Zach.
All right.
Thank you.
It would be hard to demonstrate that you've kept a secret without inadvertently or deliberately revealing some example.
And Connor, you're just
that
fine
is-
with me knowing about the AdamandEve.com and all. You're just fine with me knowing this.
James, I know you understand that pleasure is a part of life.
Of course, everyone understands this. I'm just saying it was a secret until just now. I just learned a lot of details. Just learned
Zach,
a lot of
why don't you
details.
step over the threshold?
Sure.
Zach.
That is very meaningful to me.
All right.
This is the opposite of
Wow.
what I wanted to
See,
happen.
It's sort of a living room layout, but
It
you
is
can see
so
back
much
there.
smaller in here than I thought it would be.
Well, because you see, half of this is a laboratory.
Wow. So that is what, some of the smells that come out of here, I said to my wife, I bet they have a laboratory in there.
Yeah,
She
we
said,
do. We have a
you think
laboratory."
everything's a laboratory.
Well, in this case, you can tell your wife that in this case, you were correct. There is a laboratory. Because,
Why
well,
is that
there
the
we go.
mailman inside looking at the laboratory? Don't you got other deliveries?
I
Don't you got other houses?
I factor in a lot of extra time.
All right.
And I'll be honest, you are my favorite place to drop off to. The packages are always so unusual. So many of them are so stinky.
Yeah.
I certainly understand. I'll be honest, I'll level with you. I have a bachelor's in science.
Yeah, you have a bachelor's in science? I did
I
not
have a
know
bachelor's
that.
in science.
And did you try to pursue science as a career, or what happened?
Well, when I graduated, I did want to get into the scientific arts, but my wife got pregnant, and
congratulations.
I needed well, thank you. We weren't planning it, we weren't expecting it, and I'll be honest, we weren't ready for it.
You never are.
But I needed a steady job.
Life
so
finds a way. To quote,
Life
Yeah.
does find a way.
Jurassic Park. To quote
Not
Jurassic
something that
Park.
you would need to be quoting.
No,
Wow.
I realized as soon as I said it.
Right
Life
now
finds a way.
today.
Have you seen the movie Jurassic Park?
Oh, who hasn't
have.
seen
It's a
Jurassic
normal,
Park?
popular
I
movie.
have. I used to watch that all the time.
James's
Yeah.
favorite movie
What's that?
is Jurassic Park, and his second favorite
Is
movie
the rest
all
of them
the Jurassic
all in
Park
one?
movies.
You
Oh,
can't.
wow.
It is.
How would
Jurassic
you rank
Park.
them if you had to rank them?
If I had to rank them, and I do have the ranking,
Yeah.
I'll go through it. Jurassic Park is number one. Okay,
Number
First
one.
one,
First
yeah.
one's number
and,
one.
and then number two is Jurassic World. It's just right up there. Mm-hmm.
And which one is that? That's
Jurassic
number
World is number four. That's number
Four?
that's number
That's
four.
the one where they open the theme park.
That's the one when they opened the theme park. Yes, that's right. Then number three is The Lost World. Jurassic
the second
Park.
one.
Sure, yeah.
That's the second one that came out. And then 4, 5, and 6 fluctuate. I believe that 4, for me right now in this moment as we are talking to each other, right now, in this present time, is going to be Jurassic Park 3. Then we got Fallen Kingdom. Okay, and then we got Jurassic World Dominion at the bottom. That's in that
I
order.
love those movies. I couldn't rank them. To me, they're all wonderful.
Yeah.
They're a good time at the movies. They're a fantastic blockbuster popcorn flick, and they're also a really chilling tale about the hubris of man. I just love it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, Zach,
Zach, yeah,
we
great.
have to wrap this up.
I'm gonna
Zach.
sign for
you
the
gotta go.
package.
I have signed for it. We're done with the business part of the transaction.
Well, no, I do. You've signed on the. I need the digital sign as well.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Well, then I guess we're not done.
You know what I always wondered? I always wondered what would have happened if, John Hammond. He's a billionaire, but I mean, really, anybody could have
That's
thought.
never
No,
something that
nobody
anybody
could've.
would ever
Nobody-
wonder or
Anybody
think
could've.
about.
could've.
Nope.
Yep.
thought of
So
it,
Zach,
like,
can you just
Nobody could have. It's just a
Well,
movie.
Somebody who didn't have.
Justin, let
yeah,
me sign for the
You know-
package. Let me sign for it.
Sure,
Yeah.
yes. Just give me the old John.
Yeah.
Hancock.
There you go. Signing
John
my
Hancock.
name.
Oh well, now you want it.
Yeah.
And speaking of movies, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Speaking of movies,
Hancock.
Hancock is good.
Yes.
That's
That's
a
Will Smith
movie.
movie. I never
That's a
saw it,
great
but I have seen the poster. I'm familiar
Charlize
with it.
Theron.
Yeah, it's sort of about these two gods. I've always wondered. about what if men sort of believed they were gods?
I mean, we'll never know. We'll never
just
know
what would
unless
happen
we watch the movie.
If men
Hancock.
believe they were gods. Anyway, we signed for the package.
There you go.
Right?
We're
So
friends
just
now, which is great.
We are.
On
Yes.
from this.
Well, what are y'all doing later? I get off my shift in about 1 hour. I could swing back by.
If you want to actually, let's meet somewhere. Maybe get a pizza.
I got a spike ball set up in my backyard.
Great, I'll come over. Pink House backyard spike ball, 1 hour.
Yep. James, you like spike ball?
James, you want to do spike ball?
I do enjoy a little spike ball. So, you know what? I will come by.
I can't wait to
hang
hear
out.
the rest of your story about what happened after your wife got pregnant and you weren't ready for it.
Oh, sure.
But we can talk about that while we play spike ball.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could tell you
Or
now
another
or
day
whatever.
when you're delivering mail.
Or
but-
now, or whatever you need.
Or, not really now.
Preferably not now. It's so great to
It's
see you.
great
Zach.
to see you, Zach.
Oh,
It's
it's always
good
good to see you.
This was fun.
Yep.
I'll
Yeah,
see
it
you
was
in
fun.
1 hour
We gonna
All right.
in an hour.
for
you in 1
spike
hour.
ball, backyard of the Pink House.
All right.
All right.
All right.
That. Hold on. Let me get it again. I
what?
think it's Zach again. Yeah. Oh, hello
Oops,
again.
Sorry, I had one more for you. One more package. I got so caught up in the conversation.
This is a tiny package.
Oh, nope. Oh, sorry. Nope. This is for across the street. I'm such a klutz when I.
Oh.
Yeah.
Easy come, easy go,
yeah.
huh?
All right.
Yep.
I was
All
looking
right.
forward to
Okay.
whatever's in there.
Yep.
All
We'll
right.
see. Well, hey, we could open it if you want.
No, we can't.
Don't need to.
don't
That's
wanna-
somebody else's.
Yeah.
You can't do
no,
that.
you're right.
Nothing to do with us.
I'd lose my job.
All right.
All right. We'll see you in 59.
See you in
Yep.
see you in
See you
59
in
minutes.
59 minutes. Okay.
James, I think that went very well. I don't
No,
think,
it didn't. No, it didn't.
James, that was your
It
that was your
went
first time
extremely
having to
poor.
keep this secret, and I think
I was great. You let all kinds
what did
of
I say?
information
Wait,
out.
hold on.
You
What did I
said
say?
Most. What do you mean? What did you say? Most of the things you said was a detail or a factoid or some kind of hint.
I'm not the one who started ranking the Jurassic Park movies.
He asked me, what am I going to do if he asks me to rank the Jurassic Parks? And I have this opinion about the Jurassic Park movies. I'm going to rank them. I'm going to rank them in the order that they go and how I feel about them. That's a
James, can you do me? I know I'm throwing a lot at you. Can you do me a favor and just put in these earbuds, and I'm going to play you a little bit of music.
You want me to play some music right now?
I want you to listen to some music for a second. It's very important.
Okay. Well, look, I need a break, so I'm gonna do it. I'll take the music, and I'm gonna take a little. I'm gonna take a little break.
Right.
I need distance from this. I'm gonna take a little break.
Right. Okay, James is listening to the music. We're gonna throw to some ads, and then when we get back, he'll take the earbuds out. Okay, those were ads, and now, James, hello.
Huh? What? Huh?
Thank you for that. Thank you for indulging me.
No, thank you, man. I was been meaning to listen to this.
I have another surprise for you. As someone's coming over for a visit, and it's sort of
Okay, but someone shouldn't be coming here.
Let me just get the door.
They shouldn't be coming.
Hi.
James, may I introduce you to our guest, Lauren Lapkus. Hello,
Hi.
Lauren.
Whoa!
Hi.
Wow!
Welcome.
Hi! Wow. Hello! Hi!
Hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm a big fan.
Oh,
This is
thank
James, and I'm Connor. And thank you so much for coming by. And here, have a seat.
you. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, Lauren, part of why you're here is because of the secret project that we're working on, and we can't tell you about it for a lot of reasons.
Yes, and hopefully we won't give you any more details than that.
But, and this has nothing to do with the secret project, one of the reasons I invited you over here today is because James is a huge fan of the Jurassic Park movies.
Oh, that's awesome.
And you, of course, Lauren, were in, I believe, the fourth Jurassic movie, Jurassic World.
Yes.
Which is,
Yes.
which I'm a fan of the movies as well, but James is a super fan, and James thinks Jurassic World is top tier among
Yes.
the finest of the Jurassic.
It's top tier.
Oh, that's so nice. I mean, I really think it was really fun. You know, it had been a long time since people had seen a Jurassic Park movie at that point. So it's pretty exciting to be a part of that. But yeah. I mean, And great fights, some great eats in that one.
Oh,
some
yes.
great chomps.
So many chomps.
Surprising chomps, yeah.
Very big fan, and just want to underline, it has nothing to do with the secret project.
Oh, okay. I actually hadn't made that connection, but I believe you.
Just to change the subject a little bit.
Sure.
When you were working on Jurassic World, did you consider at all the ethics of your character and being part of, bringing dinosaurs back? Was that something that you thought about when you were approaching the role?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just am kind of focused. I'm a little distracted because you were talking about you can't tell me what your secret project is. And it's just
no.
I'm not, we don't know each other well. I'm not trying to be weird. It's just kind of a weird thing to keep bringing up how you can't tell me something. And I kind of agreed to this a little blindly. And I'm feeling a little
makes sense.
uncomfortable.
Yes.
If I'm being
Thank you,
completely
Lauren.
honest.
I also think it's weird that Connor keeps bringing up the secret project. I mean, we
it's
don't
just
need
this
to
kind
talk
of like
about it,
what
you
adults
know? We could
get together and have a secret project. It just had a kind of a high school feel to it that made me a little unsettled. If I'm being, I'm just saying this right now because I'm close to the door. If I could leave, if anything goes weird, I could leave. I'm just kind of throwing this out there.
Well, how about this? James and I will move further from the door, and you can move close to the door if that makes you feel more comfortable.
I would love to be closer to the door. I think, just being a woman alone in a room with people with a secret project.
And if it makes you feel any better, I didn't know anything about the project until just a few moments ago. Sincerely, moments ago, I didn't know about it. Okay, and I'm actually with you, sister.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Sit over with me though. Sit over with me.
No,
James,
right? Because you don't know what, and I know him.
I trust what you're saying. That does make me more comfortable. So thanks.
How about this? I think this might be fun. How about if you ask us 5 questions about our secret project, and we will answer them in ways that don't divulge what the secret is, but hopefully it can give you some comfort or peace of mind.
We might fully give away the entire thing, Connor.
I'd love to do that. That would be great if you don't mind. I mean, I'm not going to tell anyone what it is. I don't care. Let's just be clear. I don't.
Okay, you're right, and I would like you to be comfortable.
Okay, my first question is it like about being a fan of something?
Yes. In a way, yes.
2, is it about Frasier?
No. I'm going to say no.
I think no is correct as well.
Although, hold on. They did bring Frasier back recently, and it's a very old show. So in a metaphorical way, yes.
Yes, they did.
I'm going to change my answer. Yes, it is metaphorically related.
Okay.
Yes, they did. In a way, they resurrected Frasier.
And it's different because they used to have in the old days when Frasier was a series on network television, there were a lot more episodes. So they brought it back in a much smaller way because I believe it's only a 9 or 10 episode season.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm going like 2 ways in my brain.
Yes.
I guess I'll use 2 different questions. My third question is this related to religion? Because you keep saying resurrected.
This is another one of those.
I think
it is fully religious to one degree, and then there are plenty of people who believe that it is against religion.
And I'm going to say, as a hardcore agnostic, that it has nothing to do with religion, although there'd be plenty of people who'd take issue with my answer.
Okay.
Okay.
And my fourth question is just the other version of what I was thinking about is this about Frankenstein? Is this like a Frankenstein situation where you're bringing back something from the dead?
This is the concern that I had from the very beginning, that if we would start down this road, then there are 2 more questions left. There's this question, and then she has 1 more question left. She's going to guess exactly what it is.
I don't want to answer that because I think it'll reveal too much about what the secret project is. Calm down, James. We have revealed nothing, all right? This is a perfectly nice interaction.
Can I just ask my last question? You guys obviously are kind of going through something. Are you bringing back Connor's dead wife?
It's not that.
No, listen, I'm not a widower.
Okay.
I have never been married. This is not.
We were this close to her figuring it out, Connor, and I
got off course somewhere.
The science project, you are not a participant.
Okay, it's a science project.
It's a science experiment.
Yeah, we're scientists.
Well, okay, the questions
you
that
don't
I
have
asked
to worry.
did kind of make me more comfortable because I just, learned a little more about you guys. So it was interesting.
Great. And we're fans of your work, so we already know a little bit about you.
Yeah, it's fine.
You're not.
In fact, I'm going to ask a question that is in no way related to the project, which is, I thought that The Wrong Missy was such a funny movie.
Thank you.
And I wish I could have seen it in a theater because I watched it alone on Netflix and I laughed, but you do laugh less when you're watching something in a room by yourself. Right?
Yeah.
It's infectious.
It's super silly. You know, some things are just made for fun times, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of brings me back to your secret project. You know, I'm wondering if is it something that you're just doing for fun, or is there some sort of greater?
No, here's the thing about it.
You know,
it's a private experiment for two friends to enjoy, and we don't want it to affect the greater world because we don't know what the consequences.
And yet you've invited,
essentially
a stranger.
I feel like I know her. I've seen so many of her films. I've listened to her podcasts. I know that's
sure. We've all been there. We all feel like
it's starting to make me uncomfortable.
I understand the dynamics of a parasocial phenomenon.
I've heard about that.
Exactly. That's important for you to say.
Not only is it important for me to say it, it's important for me to mean it.
Well,
I do.
Yeah, that's.
I know that I don't. You don't know me, and I don't really know you.
I am really good at keeping secrets.
You are?
You know, if a friend shares something with me that is, they say, please don't tell anybody, I will really not tell anybody. If they say, you know, if they kind of say, let's keep this between us, and then I might ask, can I tell my husband?
Okay.
And then if they say
now,
yes,
hold on. Now I have a
will.
question about the two distinctions, right? So like, if someone says don't tell anyone, you won't tell anyone. But if someone says keep this between us, you'll ask, can I tell my husband? What is the what is the difference is it in what the ask is itself, or?
Yeah, it's sort of like that tone where it's like, obviously don't tell anybody this, where it's like, it feels like they've maybe told a bunch of people.
Yes.
And so it's like, well, can I just tell one more? And a lot of times that's fine. But, you know, I don't tell him everything. If somebody has something they really don't want me to tell anyone, I will not tell anyone.
What if it's a matter of like the safety of society at large, where if someone says, look, no one can know about this or it's going to cause a lot of problems, will you keep that kind of secret?
I've never been in a situation like that, but I think that I could keep that secret.
Yes, but it does seem like perhaps she should never have to be in a situation like that. Don't you agree, Connor? That she should never have to be in a situation in which she knows.
Well, see, I sort of feel like what I'm feeling here is like I should know at this point,
Lauren.
And then it should be up to me to determine whether I need to share that with the greater, you know, public.
Or your husband, at least.
Or at least my husband.
Okay. Lauren, I'm sorry if this seems rude. Can I just talk to James just for 1 second over in the corner? Just privately?
Yeah, this whole like hangout is weird. So yeah, you can go talk to him in the corner.
Right. Just take 30 seconds. I promise.
I'll just look at my phone.
Okay, great. Okay, James, I really want to tell her. I think she can keep a secret. I really think she's in the Jurassic Park movies. She knows what the problems are.
Yeah, she knows what the
like she's going to get it. And I think, how about this? If we can agree that she won't tell her husband, are we cool with me telling her?
She has to tell no one at all. No one can know.
Yeah. I feel like if she says if she agrees that she won't even tell her husband, then I feel like we can trust that. Because otherwise, why wouldn't she, you know?
You have to understand, this is the first day that you've told me. And we are now telling.
I know, but this is a very special day. And I think she's an important one.
I agree that there should be very few people. And okay. Yes, if you must, go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Oh, great. We agree. Okay. Lauren. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me just lift this. I'm going to show you something now. Don't be scared.
You're moving really fast.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm just excited. So James and I, and this is 100% real, I, unbeknownst to James, has spent the past 7 months using some of his research, some of my research, to bring dinosaurs back to life.
Okay.
But here's the key. They are in a self-contained dinosphere, and they are incredibly tiny. I'm just going to show you them. Okay. All right. Just
okay. I'm not. I don't believe you.
All right. Look at this. Look.
There they are.
Oh my God. This isn't like a hologram or something?
No, it's not a hologram. They aren't animatronic. They're not.
No, they're real, and it's safe. I should have asked. I did this in the wrong order. Please don't tell your husband. This is one of the things, like, you can't even tell your husband. Like, no one can know.
You did do it in the wrong order. I don't know if I fully
Okay, it's fine. If you want to tell your husband, but please tell your husband
I don't
not
know if
to.
he's going to believe me. This is like...
Yes, but that's regardless.
Wait, why are they so small?
Because the problem with dinosaurs, and it just, when I had this moment of realization, the problem wasn't that there's dinosaurs, it's that they were so big that they're out of control. You bring them back tiny, you keep them in their own little world, they can't get out, but they're happy. No one has to ever know.
And I have a lot of problems with this, Lauren, just so you know, that I'm having trouble.
But what if they multiply?
I mean, even they'd have to multiply a lot. It'd just be like little bugs, you know?
What's your game plan? So you're just going to like keep these in your apartment? Like little dinosaurs?
Yes. That's what's been happening, and there've been no problems at all. And I just told James about it, and I probably should have spaced out you coming over. I should have done it on a different day.
Have people come over.
I'm not perfect, okay? I never said I was perfect.
No one thinks you are. This is
Thank you,
crazy.
Lauren. I've been telling him this for the last.
It's good, right? It's good.
This is
good.
I am going to take a video of this.
No.
I'm going to take a video. I'm going to take a video
Lauren.
of you both next to them.
They're going to see. People will see.
I'm taking
Lauren,
a video.
Said,
people are going to think it's AI. I mean,
Lauren,
this
you
isn't even
said,
James, that's a great point. This is an AI video. Hello.
You can't
I'm
say
AI.
They're not going to believe
James
this.
AI.
James. You immediately folded, Lauren. You immediately folded. I thought we could trust you.
I thought you could trust me too, but I didn't know what the fuck you were going to show me. And this could change the whole like way the world functions. This is definitely...
It's fun, right? We're having fun. This is nice. You got to admit, you thought it was something creepy, and it's not.
It's not creepy. I mean, yeah, it's not creepy in the way, it's not like creepy in like a Law and Order kind of way, but it's creepy in a way of like...
Absolutely not Law and Order. We've broken no laws.
Are you
sure? I don't know.
sure?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if we haven't broken any laws.
I have looked into this. There is no state or federal law that says that if a person can bring dinosaurs back, they aren't allowed to.
The law isn't going to state that specifically. It's going to be about like something like this, like bringing back
that. If
I mean, you know, it's like those scientists who found that disease in like an ice. Deep down in the ice, and they wanted to like bring it out, and like that's like
no, those guys are assholes. We're nothing like them. Listen,
I would say, and Lauren, let me just say, I essentially said this same thing to him verbatim earlier today, and you weren't even connected to the project, and you're not a scientist. Do you see what's happening here, Connor?
I'm not connected to this project. Let's make this very clear. I have nothing to do with
you know
this
about
project.
It, and you have.
I mean, you're the guest in the first episode.
I was in a movie where I looked at a blank screen and dinosaurs were added in later.
People are going to make a connection.
I was never present with a dinosaur.
The only difference here is that the dinosaurs, I brought them back and then you were added in later to this conversation.
Yeah.
Maybe like delete me or something. Like I feel like
absolutely not.
Really,
you're essential to the first episode
really,
of the podcast.
What did you just say? The first episode of the podcast?
Nothing. Never mind, James. Listen, Lauren, here's what I want to say to you, okay?
Is this being recorded?
Well, listen, we got a couple of things for you. You got a mug that says Tiny Dinos.
When did you make this?
Okay.
That's for you.
When
and a
did
t-shirt
you have time
says,
to make merchandise?
I got a t-shirt that says, "Don't ask me about the Tiny Dinos."
Well, that's just gonna.
And on the back it says, "I don't know anything about them."
Okay.
All right, this is for guests.
There's
you.
guests.
That's really
Is that what this
awesome.
is? Did you book guests?
I hope I got your size right. I think this is.
It looks right. If you just glance at your dinos there seems to be a fight breaking out.
Oh my goodness! But
They're gonna fight. They're dinosaurs.
How do we protect them from endangering each other? And we are going to get back to this merch in a second because this is wholly like if you're trying to keep this a secret, there's a podcast, there's merch.
It doesn't make any sense. I will agree with you on that.
James, let's not have this fight in front of Lauren. That she didn't ask to come over here and watch us fight. She's been such a delight.
I don't even know how I got over here.
I'm sorry if you don't like the mug or the shirt. I really did try to.
They're fine. I don't.
Lauren, do you have anything that you want to plug?
Plug.
My ears, I guess. I feel
oh my
like
God,
this.
we're getting roasted.
No, I mean, I don't know.
My side of the duplex suddenly became the Friars Club.
We deserve
James.
it. We deserve this.
My gosh.
No, I mean, yeah, I have podcasts. I mean, people can kind of figure that out. I have a podcast called Newcomers that, Nicole Byer and I watch things we've never seen that are really popular.
It's so fun.
I guess thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, it's been a delight, Lauren.
I'm probably going to post the video.
You can't post the video.
I wish you wouldn't, but I understand.
Are we still recording?
I didn't know we were recording all day.
Can we just talk off the record for a second?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I don't know where the mics are in here, but if you want to give me some money to not post it, that would be something that I would be open to.
Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense.
No, it does.
How much money? Because I'm not a rich man.
$2,000.
$2,000.
A one-time payment? We agree? You don't come back to the well for more?
No, yeah, that would be it.
Do not be.
Okay.
I really want you to delete the video. And Connor, you have to be thinking about how if every, I don't know how many guests you have lined up, if every guest hustles you like this, you're gonna be out of a duplex half.
James, I'm not worried. That's what you have sponsors for.
Okay, so God, I'll take the
sponsors.
2,000. I won't post it. I will delete it, but I won't go to my deleted files and then delete it from there. So I have
so you
30 days to undelete it.
Great.
Just to kind of have an insurance
Yeah,
policy.
that makes
I feel
sense.
so hustled right now by you.
That makes sense.
And 30 days still feels like enough time to post it and still be early.
Yeah.
If
I would agree.
something did happen. Or
I'm
some reason.
firmly on the record that I don't want you to post it, but I understand you have to do what you have to do, and you have to think about yourself.
Well, this all isn't on. Everything I've said is not on the record. Since I've started talking about the blackmail, it's not on the record.
Yeah. Although
So-
I want to also be clear, Lauren, that's for journalists. We're scientists. It's a whole different system, and I have been recording. I apologize for the deceit.
But it's still, I said off the record, so that's kind of.
But it's been-
is something.
He does this.
Right. So everyone will hear that part, and they'll know that you were off the record.
does
and they'll
this,
be able
and-
to contextualize what you said in that light.
We just got hustled by Lauren Lapkus. She just came in. She said she was good at keeping secrets. She immediately backed away from that, filmed the secret thing, and then hustled you out of $2,000. I feel awful.
I'm not going to be angry at a talented person for being clever.
I'm not. I'm angry at myself, honestly, that I got myself in this situation. That's who I'm.
I gotta say, I'm not happy I'm here either. I'm not happy any of this happened. The 2,000 doesn't really do anything for me. It just kind of is a feeling.
Well, I'm
of
happy to not pay it if you don't like the $2,000.
No, I want it.
all
I
of a
want it.
sudden.
I'm just saying, it doesn't make me feel
Right.
better about the fact that you're doing something like really, ethically messed up.
Well, it's very nice to
Do you want to
meet
do
you.
like a quick pay
What?
or like a sort of Venmo?
Yeah, I'll
or
send
like
you a Zelle. Are you on Zelle?
Yeah, Zelle is fine. Yeah,
Send you a Zelle.
I'm gonna
Send
wear
it to
the
my
shirt.
bank.
I'm gonna drink out of the mug.
Great.
Maybe
That
I'll-
makes me feel so
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
It's been such an honor and a pleasure and a privilege, and you're
It's been really
one of our nation's treasures, Lauren Lapkus.
That's
Everybody.
so nice. Thank you. That's just too kind. Okay, thanks for having me. I'm just gonna scoot out the door here and.
She's nice.
She was very nice. She did go completely against her word.
You know what
entirely.
I like? My worry was that she'd be like on the whole time and like trying to be funny, but she's just got a very natural. She's just like being.
Your
a person.
worry was she was going to
and just
be
like funny.
So your worry
funny
was
without
that she was
trying to be like without
You
pushing.
didn't
it.
have
Yeah.
a worry that she was going to find out about the secret project, and then take a video of the project and release it to just anybody. Her husband's going to know. Everybody's going to know.
I think we should have her back on again sometime.
But Connor, I don't want to fight with you.
Yeah.
I don't want to fight. We're bros. We're best friends.
I don't want us to be fighting about this. I really intended for this to be a wonderful day and a great surprise. And I do think you were surprised, right? Like you weren't expecting
I
this.
certainly was surprised. Oh, that's an understatement. It's to say I was surprised.
And look at our tiny dinos, James. They're
It's
so
just like a little Jurassic Park.
I mean, we
Just inside
shouldn't.
of a
We shouldn't say that anymore because we don't have the rights to that, and we just get out of the habit of calling it that. Just call it.
We've said it a lot today.
I know. I just don't want to cease and desist.
Right,
You know?
right.
I mean, they don't. Nobody owns the idea of bringing back dinosaurs, especially when you bring them back this small.
That's right.
And unlike the novels and the movies, we've actually done it. Whereas, they're just playing with fantasy, but this is real science.
Just us.
Just us.
You mostly.
And our guests. And our guests.
And our guests did it too.
And I I do apologize for the way that you found out that this is a podcast, but surely you understand that in the modern age, in order to fund a project of this level of ambitiousness,
Yes.
I have to have some sort of stream of revenue to help fund it, and a podcast just seemed like a no-brainer to me.
Look, a no-brainer, you're saying. So, like, in order to fund the highly classified, top secret, morally and ethically questionable project,
Yeah.
you want to publicly broadcast it in a podcast form.
I have a very good feeling, and I know this isn't purely a scientific approach, but I have a very good feeling that our audience is going to be very cool about keeping our secret. I think that's part of the appeal. Like, why would you listen to it and then ruin it by telling everyone
I hope you're right.
that we created Tiny Dinos? It just doesn't make sense. What should our fans be called?
Dino heads.
Well, we shouldn't mention Dino in the nickname.
Sphere peers.
Sphere peers. I think our sphere peers. That's great because it doesn't really reveal too
now
much.
you got me doing this. You got me doing the jargon.
I think the sphere peers are going to take a certain amount of pride in being in the know while also keeping the secret. And they will only tell people if those people are part of the circle of trust. And it doesn't matter how big the circle of trust is, as long as it is genuinely
a circle of trust.
And now look, they're playing the music. And I'm gonna say all the credits.
Who is they? Who did you get to do you got somebody doing a theme song?
Gotta have theme songs. We had a theme song at the beginning. You didn't even hear it because you're too busy being upset.
Yeah, I was mad.
And I want to thank our sponsors, and I want to thank Lauren Lapkus.
Hold on, wait,
and
who are you thank?
I want to thank our postal person, Zach. We're going to go. Well, Zach
are
will be
you
over there
where
in a
are
few
the
minutes
microphones?
to play spike ball in the backyard of the pink house.
Where are the microphones at? Who are you
The
talking
microphones,
to?
I put microphones in everything. So there's
In everything?
Yeah. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for listening. Please tell your friends about the podcast, but don't tell them what it's about unless you think they're really good at keeping
Yes,
secrets.
please. No loose lips. None of that.
No loose lips, Sphere Peers. And we'll see you in our second episode, which will be dropping wherever you get your podcast.
So dropping. When did you take a class? How do you know?
Well, it feels good. Episode 1, we're done. We're best friends. We're scientists. We created Tiny Dinos, and we have a podcast.
I think I can feel good about this.
Tiny Dinos is a production of Hyperobject Industries. It was created by James III and Connor Ratliff and produced by Duncan Gregory and Zaley Mahone. This episode featured special guests Zach Cherry and Lauren Lapkus. Theme song, sound design, and original score is by Upright T-Rex Music. Our engineer is Dan Gallucci, and our executive producers are Harry Nelson, Claire Slaughter, and Adam McKay. Please tell your friends about this podcast, but make sure they know it's a secret. The world can never know about our tiny dinos. Thank you for listening. See you next time.